What's up, y'all? This your boy Lucha guy, and I'm back with another Lucha Underground review. But first I'm gonna start this off with some WWE talk. But I was gonna do an Extreme Rules review, but I figured a lot of you guys only subscribe to me because you want to hear me talk about Lucha Underground, because who really give a fuck about the WWE anyway? From what I've seen and heard, this damn pay-per-view sucked. A lot of the matches were just letdowns. Like, why is Nia Jax? So she's gonna be not Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss. Like, why the hell is it little old Alexa Bliss? She beat Nia Jax. It's just ridiculous how they booked that match. I understand he had like Mickey James helping, but this is what you have to do to make Alexa Bliss look strong. Then it lets you know that she should not be champion. If you have to have Mickey James always helping her, Nia Jax would have won if that was real life. They have Ronda Rousey out there. Um, she jumped over the barricade and was fighting like Mickey James and Alexa Bliss off, but somehow Alexa Bliss still fucking won. That's ridiculous. Carmella won with help of James Ellsworth. You know this is bad if that guy's in a women's division. I'm seeing like footage of James Ellsworth using mace. This is a man in a women's division using mace, people. How more ridiculous does this shit get? But that's the WWE for you. What else? The only match I really care to honestly even talk about is Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. Shockingly, Bobby Lashley honestly won. This is just a powerhouse match. Bobby Lashley won with a damn spear at that. So Roman Reigns lost to his own damn move. One thing I do want to say is the pay-per-view was pointless because this is why. So this upcoming Monday at Raw, you're going to get a number one contenders match of Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns. Like, didn't Bobby Lashley already beat Roman Reigns? So with that being said, they could have just had Extreme Rules be a number one contenders match. So this lets me know that Roman Reigns is going to win. It's going to be another boring Reigns versus Brock Lesnar situation for SummerSlam. And this is what makes me question a lot of you pro wrestling fans who keep watching this garbage called WWE. They're going to be obviously giving you another Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. I don't care if it's a triple threat of Bobby Lashley, Roman Reigns, and Brock Lesnar. But you're going to be getting another boring Roman versus Brock situation. You just are. They're gonna give you that bullshit. But you guys choose to watch WWE, and that's on you. Seth Rollins and Dolph Ziggler, their match was even a more letdown, and they're wasting Seth Rollins because he lost his little number one contenders match to Bobby Lashley. He shouldn't even have been in it. And another thing that even frustrates me is he lost at Extreme Rules. I really don't know what the hell's going on with Seth Rollins. I really don't. They're just using him at this point just to be putting over other people. Or I really don't know what the hell they're doing with a guy like Seth Rollins. Because this guy can really wrestle his ass off. Let Seth Rollins be in Lucha Underground. This guy would be like he would be at the top of the damn food chain there. He would be what I think Angelico should have been. But speaking of which, I'm getting to the Lucha Underground review because who gives a fuck about WWE? Alright. So the first match, we got a new guy. This is another medallions match. So we got a new guy. They call him Desmond X. This is the guy from TNA Impact or Impact Wrestling, whatever they're calling it nowadays. Desmond Xavier. I've seen a little bit of footage from this guy in like TNA or Impact. I think he's good. I think he's a good fit for Lucha Underground, but I do think he should have been the one with Mac and Killshot instead of Sons of Havoc. They could have just brought him in as Dante Fox's little brother or something. But this match was cool. I noticed Paul London's wearing like Paul London's now wearing darker colors. I don't know if he's heel. I think they should make him like Mad Hatter of Lucha Underground, Mad Hatter from Batman. That's what they should be doing with Paul London. But Desmond Xavier won. Good match. One thing I wanted to see though, I always want to see this real quick is Desmond Xavier versus AR Fox. Could have happened if Desmond Xavier would have came in last season. I don't look like we're gonna get to see that, but it's good that we have the guy in Lucha Underground. I think he's a good fit. I think he's fast. I like his flips. He could be a good fit definitely in Lucha Underground. He was like I said, I don't know that much about him. I know he was even at the WrestleCon event of Lucha vs. Impact in New Orleans during WrestleMania weekend. Yeah, so I'm familiar with him. I never seen a full match from him, but I am impressed, definitely. And then I'll talk about this real quick. Antonio Cueto had brought back out Desmond Xavier, let me see, Evil Lee's. Dragon Azteca Jr., King Cuerno, Max, Sons of Havoc, and Mil Mortes. He said 7 is always an unlucky number with him. He said 7 is unlucky. So what he did there was just he said that one of you guys will be out. So he said it's gonna be 6-way next week. So he had a basically a battle royal, and whoever wins get to pick the guy like that they want out. Mil Mortes was just unstoppable. Mil Mortes was picking up like he eliminated like the King Cuerno. I know he tossed out Desmond Xavier like a piece of nothing. Evil East tried to jump on him off the top rope. He picked her. He grabbed her and he was holding her. He just tossed her little ass out of the ring. My little Evil East. And he was eliminating people left and right though. Dragon Azteca Jr., he eliminated him. Mil Mortes is unstoppable. And Max, Sons of Havoc, they all had to like team up and get rid of Mil Mortes. And it came down between Sons of Havoc and the Mac. Sons of Havoc eliminated himself. He jumped through the ropes, eliminating himself. And then the Mac ended up saying, like, Mac was like, I ain't scared of no man, but Mil Mortes, you do scare the living shit out of me. So therefore, Mil, I'm sorry, but there's no else to put it, but you're out. So Mil Mortes is out now. Katrina got mad and walked off. One thing I want to say, I don't know where they're going with this. Katrina, every week she's getting mad at Mil walking out. I don't know what the hell they're setting up there with them. I really don't. It's interesting to see. It doesn't look good though for neither one of them. I don't know if they're gonna be trying to I really don't know. I don't know what they're going to be doing there. I really don't. But it's not going to be looking good. It's going to be some kind of big blow off. I hope they're not setting up for Katrina versus Mil Mortes as an Ultima Lucha Quattro. But there's going to be something big with them. So next week, then, it's going to be the Gift of the Gods match with Desmond Xavier now, Dragon Azteca Jr., Evil East, King Cuerno, Mac, and Sons of Havoc. No Mil Mortes. So next match we got is this match was just really good. Johnny Mundo versus Vampiro. Better yet, I like to call him Luchasaurus. A lot of good like flips and kicks. One point, Johnny Mundo was on the top rope. He did like a spinning cartwheel, landing down on a Queen Cobra that was standing on the outside, being a manager for Vibro. And then it was just a lot of interference. Like one point, Talia she ended up brawling with Queen Cobra, Cobra Moon. Talia was talking a lot of smack to Queen Cobra, talking about that's what you get, bitch. That's what you get, bitch. We had a lot of people showing up like PJ Black. At one point, Johnny Mundo was flicking him off. Vibro chased him, and then he ended up getting hit upside the head with a chair by PJ Black on the outside. And Drago came out, Daga came out. It was just a really good match. At one point, Ricky Mundo came out. And then Vibro ended up winning. It was a weird win for. It was like Johnny Mundo tried to jump on him, and then Vibro grabs him. It was like a chokehold. He ended up doing like a backwards choke slam. We never seen this kind of choke slam ever. Even in WWE, this is a new move that Vibro created. It's like a backwards choke slam or something. Like he spun him around all the way over his head, and it was a cool move. It was a unique choke slam. We really don't see a lot in wrestling, but really good match. And after the match, they still were brawling and they just went to commercial. It was just a lot of chair shots with Daga and what's the name? PJ Black. Talia was getting beat up by Drago. It was just a lot going on there. So this is not done with the Worldwide Underground and the Reptiles. Then we get Exo Lucius, I guess is the name of the character, Exo Lucius, who defeated Jack Evans a few episodes ago. Was like working out backstage, and Jack Evans was watching. And Ricky Mundo popped up. He was like, thanks for your help. What are you doing? And Jack Evans was like, Jack Evans has told Ricky Mundo, Johnny Mundo or whatever, John Morrison basically gave him the green light to sit out of this feud. He said, plus I don't like reptiles. I don't like snakes or something. I'm just a dragon slayer or whatever. And then it was like, I'm watching my opponent. I'm watching my enemy or whatever. He was just watching Exo Lucius working out. And one thing with the Exo Lucius workout, it was like a woman sitting down getting water poured on her. I could have sworn it was going to be somebody else. But I don't know. I was whatever with that. I thought they was gonna be introducing this Chelsea Green woman with that with the water being poured. I even thought at one point it was Mary Posa. So I don't know what the hell that was or what that was about. But I guess it was some dream Ex Lucius was having. But Jack Evans was watching Ex Lucius, and Ricky Mundo had the down. The dial at one point was talking after Jack Evans left. Cause Jack Evans was like, you can get away from me with that dirty ass down. And that dial was like, I don't like him. You need to do to him what you did to Enhalico. So I guess they're letting us know that Ricky Mundo killed off Enhalico. Too bad we couldn't really see the death on the show, but Enhalico is out. Um, so it look like Jack Evans is finna be written off next. So I don't know. This season there's like a lot of deaths this early in. This is really crazy. But so I guess they're letting us know that there's gonna be more deaths for Ricky Mundo and this weird Dow. I really don't know what they're doing with this, but it looks like some kind of push for Ricky Mundo. It's really weird and creepy. But so by the time we get to the main event, Pentagon versus Cage, really good match. Match should have been a lot longer. I'm gonna try to speed this up real quick. One thing I will say is this: once again, we get nothing between Vampiro and Pentagon. Vampiro still sitting down quiet like he never turned heel. Pentagon ended up winning a match. He tried to break Cage's arm. Cage jumped up with Pentagon on top of him, transformed that into a freaking F5, and Cage picked up the title and he told Pentagon, you can't beat me, you can't break me because I'm not a man, I'm a machine. And then the show just went off. This is a really good episode. I just don't understand what they're doing with Vampiro. Did he not turn heel? There had been a heel turn. But I will address what a lot of you guys have been wondering, and that is I found out Vampiro's master. You see this guy right here? This is Vampiro's master. This is basically an indie guy. His name is Bistia666. Some weird like devil worshiping type shit. Some satanic character. I'll try to show you guys a few images of him. But this is supposed to be the guy. I heard he won't even come in. So it looks like they're gonna be dropping that storyline with Vampiro's master. Just cause some indie guy can come in. Look at him next to Pentagon. So I look like that's what should have been what's going on. I think for the Ultima Lucha Quattro, it should have been Pentagon versus Pentagon Dark versus Bistia 666. Maybe where Vampiro is a special guest referee. I really was looking forward to Vampiro's master, but this is what you get when you bringing in these indie guys, and they don't even know if these guys could come in the next season. I don't know. They can offer this guy more money to come in and be a freaking to be the master for Vampiro, because I mean they already teased it. And one thing I do want to say is this: they could have brought him in only at the end. They didn't have to pay him out the whole season. Just bring him in at the end, and then to set up a title match for Pentagon Dark and Vampiro's master. So if he's Vampiro's master, Vampiro was Pentagon Dark's master. Holy shit! I would want to know what kind of moves he would have on Pentagon. But it could have been a really good extreme match, way better than what Extreme Rules was, and it could have been really good. But this is your boy Lucha Guy. I'm out in peace. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't.